What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of AMsportsBALLERS. First one in a while, Sigurd. How do you feel, man?
Yeah, I feel good, bro. It's been a minute, but that's how we do it sometimes, bro. And sometimes you get them big breaks.
Bro, it's
But
kind
yeah,
kind
I'm
of
all right.
kind of off season for us. I mean,
Yeah,
our plan was to have an episode right after the championship game, and I feel like that's
and
pretty
then like kind of
normal.
announced that it would be, yeah, and then like kind of announced that it would be like a little break because of circumstances.
Yeah, like
But yeah,
do like a recap of the season and then announce like, hey, we're taking a summer vacation, yada yada. We're gonna see you in the fall or whatever. But it's been
yeah,
it's been hectic, as a lot of you guys and a lot of you people know. I moved to another country. I moved to France with my wife and my 3 kids, and yeah, during that movement, like, it wasn't just the moving date was in we moved in the first week of August. So even though the season ended in June, mid-June, it's been like things to do every freaking day, every weekend, every night, like all the packing, because I was busy, I was working and then super busy doing AMsports TV, and then I was pushing everything until that summer or the season was ended to do everything I needed to do, like basically packing down a whole house. And so right after the season, it was rough. It was we tried
yeah,
to set up a few
yeah,
dates, but eventually I needed to pack down all the equipment and also sell a lot of the equipment. So it just didn't happen until now, when
yeah.
I'm finally settled down, doing the freaking live stream from my computer. I don't have a camera, nothing like that. So it's all good. But we're back, bro. We're back. We're here.
We're back. We're back.
And
We're back,
and we
man.
and we
And then
got
now we can do the recap.
yeah, we got a lot to cover today. We're gonna do like, finally we're going to do a recap of the 2024 season. Actually, it's a good day to do it because the Division 2 just ended. So we're going to do a
Yeah,
recap of that
true.
too. And the juniors, I think U14
Yeah.
are still, might still, we're going to check that later. It might still have some games left, but it's
Yeah,
definitely
they
some.
had some games this weekend over at Jordal. I saw.
Yeah, and Vikings had a game this weekend. I saw one big. I saw no Vikings one big.
Yeah, it
Um,
was I no, it was Vikings against I think they all play each other though. I think it's like a jamboree thing, so they meet. They have two games. I think they all meet each other.
we're gonna look
I
at
don't
that. We're
know.
gonna look at that later. We're gonna look at
Yeah,
it later. Uh,
yeah,
I'm gonna just have a sip here because I'm in France now, so I'm converting into a borderline alcoholic.
yeah,
That's how it is. They drink wine every day.
yeah. They drink a lot of wine, bro.
I like it. I love wine. So
You got to get on that
bro,
level.
I love wine. I love cheese. I love like, um, they before they eat dinner they kind of have it like a starter thing where you eat like bread and some pate and foie gras, like some fancy stuff, and like some pickles and stuff like that. I love that. So I mean, I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna gain a lot of weight. I gotta I gotta
probably
I gotta take care of my body, man.
get that dad bod plus.
But Sigurd, you said you had something to show me, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you said you wanted
I do have
to
something to show you.
wait for that
Yeah,
live reaction. So I got Sigurd down
yeah. All
in my
right.
corner here, so I'm just gonna look at that
All right,
screen.
guys. So quickly, as you if you guys saw, if you've been paid attention to the Elite Series this year, you already know what happened to my squad. We took away the W at the end, so
You
we
spoiling
do a
the
little live
recap,
reaction
Sigurd.
here.
You spoiling the recap.
A little reaction here. Hey, they already know. They already know. So I got
Oh,
a
it's
little
the
react. I
ring
got a little live. Yeah, I gotta show it off a little bit. All right, so you got the box here with the logo
imprint.
on top.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
man. Even the
Open it up.
box has that imprinted.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, and you open it up,
Oh,
and you take this thing down. Boom. Get another box. A box inside a box. Yeah. And then here you go. Ooh, check that thing out,
ooh,
man.
yo, put it
Yes,
on for
sir.
us. Put it on.
All right, bro. Hold up.
Let me see
Hold
the
up.
sides first. I want to see the side,
What?
because you got your number and stuff, right? Okay,
Yeah, hold up.
logo. And what's on the side? Itol on the top,
Got
and
my
then
number, my name, my
Groves
number,
19.
and then it says safety down here underneath the 19. And then
Okay,
on the other side, we got the score and the team
all right,
that we played against.
that's cool.
So it's pretty sick, man.
That's
That's some
cool.
real bling. National
That's
champs.
cool,
It says
man.
around it.
Bro, put it on your.
National
You should.
champ.
Yeah, you should put it on your pinky and act Italian everywhere you go.
No, Amaron.
Ta-da.
Amaron. Shit,
Bro, I'm
man.
happy.
No, so
I'm happy
it's
for you,
nice,
man.
nice little bling.
Happy for you, man. And
Yeah, my one and only ring, bro. I gotta show it off, you
yeah,
know?
you finally got one, right? You finally got one.
I finally got one.
Yeah, you
I
you told
finally
me
got one.
before the championship game we were talking a little bit, and you said like e- almost everybody, or like not everybody, but like a lot of guys, a lot of
Yeah.
OGs on the team that you've been playing since you started playing too. Like they have a ring, they won it,
Yeah.
and the time we
Yeah.
won, you've been over the border playing in Sweden or Denmark, so it was like
Exactly.
you never got that ring, and I'm happy for
I
you,
missed
bro.
out.
Yeah, you missed out.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, it felt pretty good, bro. It's been a. I'm gonna be honest though. It definitely was a huge feeling, but I was hoping and like waiting for that moment where I could beat the Vikings in the championship because that's my fucking arch nemesis. Like you know what I mean,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
I
Oh
wanted to
yeah.
beat the Vikings, but hey, a championship is a championship, bro. I'm never gonna be like disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
super hyped that we won. But
Did you get to play
yeah, it
some?
was fun.
Did you get to play some D2 with Jovic?
I don't because I'm on a no player or like a no
Yeah.
playlist, so I'm not allowed,
That list is weird,
unfortunately.
bro. That list is weird.
It is weird.
Cause,
It is
cause,
weird.
cause
It is
Tur
weird.
Erik, the fucking MVP, the guy who
Yeah.
led the league in rushing and receiving yards and was the national
Yeah.
championship MVP, and probably after Arne went out, like the best player on Isol's team, uh, he got to play on
Yeah.
Jovic, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Ridiculous.
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. But he doesn't play. He doesn't play. He
Offense.
doesn't get to play like. He plays offense, but he doesn't. He has to just play like tight end and like mostly just block. It's just
All right.
they don't want to make it unfair. But he gets to play, and Stian also gets to play a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we have some of our rookies over there.
Yeah, that's great.
Or not? Yes.
Development.
Yeah, we have some of our rookies and young adults
Mm-hmm.
that goes out there and balls out. So it's pretty fun. I've been to a couple of games. It's definitely not the same as like top division, and not saying that the top division in Norway is crazy good either. Though I'm like just being honest, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a pretty big gap in between D2 to Elite Series. Definitely because they're playing 9-man football. It's like it's a pretty big gap in skill.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah,
So,
and the only way to disapprove that is to move up to the Elite Series. So I want you guys to come up. I would love that. Not because it would be fun to
No.
not because I'm saying that I would whip you. I'm just like
just
if
playing
any
more
team in the
games,
Elite
right?
Series would whoop you.
Yeah,
Yeah, just playing more games
Facing
and
the
make
teams.
it more fun.
yeah,
Exactly. That's exactly.
definitely. But that's like you said, that's a big step. It might not seem
It is.
it might not seem that big. Like, it's the same. It's just one division or two, I guess, because it's like Division 1 hasn't really
Yeah.
existed, but
Yeah.
but it's actually like huge.
And then
It's a huge jump.
yeah, and then people overlook the fact that it's like, oh, well, it's only 2 more players in 11-man. I'm like, yeah, 2 more players means a lot, bro. When it's moving so fast, but two more players out there for you to read, that makes it so more like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes it way harder.
All right, so
It's like if I would like could imagine myself playing 9-man, I would feel like I'm playing Skelly. You know what I mean? Like the drill.
yeah, like
I just feel like I would be playing Skelly.
like
Yeah.
like how many O-line players is it? Like 3 O-line players and then 2 on D-line or something like
Yeah,
that.
bro. I would see everything that's
Yeah, it would.
happening.
It would
So
be.
it's like, yeah,
It would be
shit.
like 7-on-7.
Yeah, bro. It would be
With-
like
with a
almost
running
like a
back.
7-on-7, bro.
Yeah,
With a running back.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
definitely different to play 7-on-7, but you know, like it's a good stepping stone. I feel like that's a good way to
Yeah,
learn the
and this
game
is
and
no,
stuff like
this
that.
is
Or it's nine on
yeah,
nine, right?
exactly. And this
It's
is
not 7-on-7. It's nine on
it's
nine.
9 on 9. Yeah, yeah, yeah. D2 is 9 people, but and all the things I'm saying now, it might sound like it. There's no hate in this. It's just me and my boy talking.
Yeah,
There's no hate in this. I have all respect to the guys that go out there and play D2. Hey, the mindset has to be the same.
bro.
Even though if the football ain't the same, the mindset has to be the same, and you're all putting your health at risk for fucking your team, and that's what football's all about.
Yeah.
So all respect, all respect.
So Sigurd, before we you know, we're bros. We haven't talked in such a long time, so we just start talking and we just
Yeah,
continue talking. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna
exactly,
do this real
exactly.
quick. I'm gonna just say what we're gonna do today, and then we're gonna jump into the
Yeah,
recap of 2024. So obviously, like I said, we're gonna start with a recap. We're gonna cover the Eliteserien, all the games, Division 2, juniors. Like we're gonna talk a little bit about everything, and then we're gonna do a little bit of favorite memories from you and me. Like what do we remember? What do we
yep.
like? What do we didn't like? And then we got a treat for you guys. We're gonna do. You remember back in the day where I did a top 10 and I made a video with all the
Yes.
top 10s? We're not gonna do that, but we're not gonna make the videos. I mean, but we're gonna make a top 10 players of
Yeah.
of 2024. So that's something that a lot of people has been texting me and be like, hey,
Yeah.
yo, can you do this again? Because
Yeah.
that was like one of our favorite things that you ever did. And so we're gonna do
Yeah.
that. We're gonna rank the top 10 players of 2024, and then
Yeah.
we might leave some room for talk gibberish at the end, like just two bros talking again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might.
And keep in mind, like we talked, we talked about this earlier. We wanted you guys to know, like though that top 10 list that we're coming out with, that's 100%. That's our list, just our
Yeah,
like
yeah,
opinion. It's just not a top 10 that's like, okay,
yeah,
that's these guys are saying who's the best. No, we're not. We're just saying our opinion. And yeah, like we talked about also, like if we wanted to make it like a little bit more official, it would be like a voting system involved. So I don't know if we were gonna do that. I don't think we're gonna do that because that's a lot of work. And Martin is over there in France already doing a lot of work. And yeah. So we'll see if we do that. But for now, you're gonna get our top 10, or later in the episode, you're gonna get our top 10.
all right, let's head into let's head into this episode, man.
Yeah, let's go, bro. Let's go. Bye.
All right,
So first point,
right.
we're talking about the incidents then, or the events.
The event, yeah, like the happenings. So Sigurd, can you go on American, you know, the website, the American Football Norway, just so you have the serie upsets and stuff like that for in front of you, like
I got you, bro.
like I do.
What the-
So yeah, let's start with the Eliteserien. We already said that you guys won. Eidsvoll took the trophy 1914 over Kristiansand Gladiators, and
Yeah, shame it wasn't 1814. That would be cool.
bro, I never thought about
That
that.
would be cool.
I never thought about
Only
that.
1 point off, bro.
Bro, you should have missed
That's
it. You should
that's
have
the
missed
one
it.
thing all the fans said.
Tweetic should have missed an
They
extra
were like,
point. He should have missed an extra point. That's for sure.
"Oh, my bad." Yeah,
He should have made that happen for
yeah,
you guys. That would have been. I
yeah.
never thought about that
But
until you said it right now. Yeah,
yeah,
1814. That's so cool. That's
it would have been cool. But it was a close game. It was a really close game, so we needed
Yeah.
all the points we could get, bro. It was a crazy game.
Yeah, it was really two teams
sure.
that were just pretty much dominating the league. It was both Eidsvoll and Kristiansand. Both of you guys finished the season 5-1. You had both
Yeah.
of you guys had a crazy point ratio with you had 69, nice, and Kristiansand had 77. So they actually had like more
Yeah.
points than scored than what they let in. But they won over you guys like 20. What was it? Let me check. They won over you in Kristiansand. They had like a crazy game, right? 26-6.
Yeah, they
So
won.
they got 20 points
Yeah.
a year right there.
Yeah, but then we bounced back though when we met them at home, and we
I
bounced back pretty
remember.
hard
I
too.
remember in the semifinal, I was high on the Trolls. I thought the Trolls was the better team
Dude,
than the
that game,
Kristiansand.
yeah, bro, that game was weird.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things you could say about that game. I watched it
It was tight.
or all of us watched it.
It ended
It was tight. It was tight, and
28
ended
to
con
26.
yeah, and it ended in like a not a controversial way, but there was a lot of opinions around it. It was like, a lot of different opinions. Like I could say like we were talking, we were talking our talk, our what did I say? Like locker room talk, because we were all the teammates from Eitel. We were watching the game
Yeah,
together,
let me know, man.
or not all of them, but
I haven't heard this,
yeah,
so
we were
let me know.
talking. It was like, yeah, it was like, I felt, or we felt, that the Trolls had pretty good control of that game for a long time, and it was just like it was a mix of decisions. Like, let's say from like the coaching and playing perspective, there was a lot of
Oh
mishaps that happened in
yeah,
the second half. I
I
really thought that
remember
they were going to win that game,
Trolls.
because in my opinion,
Kasper Treter
they
got
should have
even.
ran the ball more.
Yeah, Kasper Treter even got ejected from the game, right?
No, that was in that game. That was in that
It
game.
was in that game.
He got ejected at no, he got ejected at Yordal. I remember that too. That was a good
Oh
game.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was there.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
at
but
Euro.
no, yeah, but no. The semifinal game, I really thought the Trolls had it. They were unfortunate though. They had a fumble on offense late in their own like red zone. It's pretty bad. Set them back a little bit with that one, and then they were struggling, bro. The thing is,
I remember
I
one
think they
thing.
know it too. I think they know it, because I think that they just couldn't, because their run game wasn't working like they wanted it to. So I think they like tried different stuff, and it was definitely like, if it's not working, yeah, move away 100%,
Yeah,
100%.
and didn't like
Which is like, I think they could have got the win, but just running it. But
yeah,
that's just my opinion.
and
I'm
didn't
fucking
Glads
dumb
like
sometimes.
didn't Glads won that game on like a deep pass in the last second or something like that, like in like like not the last second, but like in the ending of the game to Alenius.
No, they won in OT.
Yeah, in overtime.
They won yeah. It was
I don't remember. I
well,
don't
they won the
remember.
game with no, it was OT, and then Glads started with the ball in OT. They scored touchdown, and then went for a 2-pointer, and then made the 2-pointer. Trolls in there, when they got the ball in overtime, they scored, but they couldn't convert this 2-point conversion. So
Oh
that's how they lost.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
It was a
I
really close
know,
game, but it shouldn't have gone to overtime. It shouldn't have
bro.
gone to overtime. I think
I'm
the Trolls should have won that.
Yeah, I remember now. They yeah, I remember. It was like forced. Glads forced overtime in the last second.
Yeah.
Trolls really dominated in the beginning of the game, and then
They
Glads.
dominated the whole game, but they just struggled on offense in the second half. Like, being honest,
That's right. I remember like they didn't try to run the
they
clock at
dominated the whole
all.
game.
They didn't try to run the clock at
No,
all. I remember that. I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That
but hey, it was it's like you could say like stuff about, like, let's say Dan Campbell, coach of the Lions, right?
yeah.
He made that crucial mistake last year in the playoffs where he went for a trick play, or a fake, whatever, fake punt, fake whatever. I can't remember what it was, but everyone was like hating on him, like, that's how we lost. That's why we lost. But yeah, do you know who the fuck your coach is, bro?
Yeah,
It's Dan Campbell. He does that shit. That's why you're in the damn playoffs, because he does that shit, So
bro.
like, if a coach has a certain way of playing, like, or coaching, that's their style.
The,
And
I,
if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You
I
know what I
just
mean?
love to watch the Lions this year. I'm okay. So
Dude, me too,
let's
bro.
not
They're a good
talk
team.
about it. Let's
But yeah,
not talk
let's
about it.
keep. No,
That's
I
after.
was just talking about like coaching stuff
Yeah,
right there. So like that could be like, Cuthbert. He's a quarter. He used to be a quarterback coach, was he not? So he
yeah,
was he not?
yeah. He was a
Yeah. So
national
like,
team
he
quarterback coach
was.
on junior at least, and
Yeah,
then he's been
he's a
an
quarterback
offensive
coach. He
coordinator.
has good. Yeah, he has good contact with Wilhelm. He has a lot of trust in Wilhelm, and that whole passing scheme offense that they have. They have some good weapons there. They have Sigurd, who's a really reliable target at receiver, but Yeah, and they had also Eric who got injured. But like a lot of those, like some of those guys at the offense, they also have Pear, but he's more like a running back or like slot
Yeah,
kind of guy coming over in
Yehad,
Jets.
Yehad, the running back linebacker, got injured too earlier in the season.
Yeah,
Big piece.
yeah. But
Uh,
but that's his style. So
yeah.
he wanted to throw the ball. He kept throwing the ball. That's his style, and that's I'm not gonna like bash on that because they did they did do a good job with that in the first half,
Hmm.
and so yeah.
One thing I
But
hope,
at some point, in my opinion, you have to just run the ball.
yeah, definitely a little bit. They the Glads didn't win, the Trolls lost. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and but what I really want for the Trolls to next year to take that step, because last year was a fairy tale story, fairy tale. First year back, first year there, their field is back, like being that championship game
yeah,
on their field, first year back. I mean,
yeah.
it would be like too good to be true. And I heard their DC Jürgen, where we talked to him about, his good friend of both of us.
Mm,
He
mm,
said he thought that they matched up better with Eidsvoll than what they did with Glads and skill wise. And when I looked at the scores,
mm.
actually, like the two games you played with Trolls, guess how many points was the
Mm.
differential? You won both of the games, but guess how many points in total you were from? Oh, you can just see it
It's
right there,
like
but
I can see it right here. I can see it right here. It's like around 20, like
no,
or
11,
less, a little less.
11 total
Yeah, yeah.
points.
No, it's not 11. No way,
El-
it's 11. Because
11.
in one game it's 9, and then the second it's 2. Yeah, yeah. It is. It is 11.
Oh, jeez.
100%.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
9 plus 2.
Yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad. Hey, dude, I play football, bro. I'm not a mathematician,
No,
bro.
it's just that
Relax, relax.
you're like, no, no. It's 9, and then it's
Yeah,
2, and then oh shit, it's 11.
I had to read it a little
Yeah.
closer, bro.
I
Come on,
already did
relax,
the work.
relax.
I already read it, and I saw it. It was 11.
Yeah.
And between you and Glads, um, it was already in one game. It was the deficit was more than 20. So no, I
Mm.
mean between Trolls and Glads. I mean already it
The
was more
trolls
than
and
20.
glads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they felt
yeah,
like they matched up better with you. So they felt like they had to beat the Glads to get to the final, and they would have a better chance to beat you guys. And that might be true.
yeah,
We will never know, but
yeah.
Trolls was
We
good
were.
last year,
If I'm trolls was pretty. Yeah, they were pretty good. I could say
bro.
like this: we were hoping that the trolls were gonna win that
Have you
semis because we wanted to meet the trolls in the chip. We
that
wanted to meet the trolls in the chip.
just to see the Trolls gang, the audience, that would be just dope.
Yeah,
And what I want to say,
yeah.
about that is also that
One thing I can. Okay, sorry.
yeah.
Keep going.
Give me a
Keep going.
second. Give me a rant.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
My bad. My bad.
is that what I hope for the Trolls next year is that they keep the same gang, like, and
Yeah, that would be nice.
they do some recruiting, like yada yada. They get some rookies every year, is a new rookie, stuff like that. But they keep because the guys they got, they're there from 20 years ago almost. They're there from 15 years ago. Let's say between 15 and 10 years ago. Like they have like that gang kind of a thing going on, and I really want them to keep that. And then I think they're gonna be. Remember we had that power ranking and we put them at the last. Like we should have
Yeah.
definitely. If we made another power ranking now, I think we would put them at number 2 for real.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Because
pretty good, bro.
because
They are pretty good.
the
But I
glads,
can.
the glads
Yeah,
is like the trolls are the trolls. Like we know who the trolls are, but if we're gonna pulverize the
yeah,
glads again, it all depends on who they're gonna bring in as a coach, who they're gonna bring in as
yeah.
an import.
Exactly,
And trolls don't need that. Trolls have a
exactly.
Norwegian coach. They don't have any imports. Like they're the better team
Yeah,
without those pieces. So
yeah.
I mean, kudos to trolls. They really stepped up this season.
Yeah, I really like the trolls. One thing I could say though, and like I could also agree like with what Jürgen is saying about like how he thought that they matched up better against us. 100%. We also felt like we matched up better against you guys because the thing with Glads, or at least last year, is like it's very when you have a team like that who is not a it's not the consistent roster, like you know what I mean. It's not it's a very versatile team. They have a lot of different possibilities because of their situation over in Christensen. And then and yeah, hell yeah, take advantage of that 100%. Yeah, go try to get the chip 100%. But it's like we can't read or understand their game as well as we could understand the Trolls game because we know a lot of the people on the Trolls, and same for the Trolls guys. They know a lot of people on the Eitzel team, probably all of us. And Willem was with us last year. He knows chemistry with certain people, stuff like that. Yeah. So it's like it's hard. It was harder for us to go up to Christensen because we would sometimes not see what we would come up against. Just yeah, of course we had film and tape, but you don't see the chemistry on film. You know what I mean? You don't see how different players react to certain stuff on film, or of course you could see it somewhat on film, but it would more be implemented if you played against or with those people.
Yeah.
So 100%, I totally agree with what Jürgen said.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And but let's move on from the Trolls. Let's talk about the Glads. I feel like this is just turning in our review of the teams instead of going through what happened in the season. But that's fair enough.
No, it's
a review of the season, I guess. The
we're doing
Glads,
everything.
I mean, losing Jabari really hurt them. That's for sure. Early in the season.
That was a really big loss for them.
Yeah, but I think Ryman. You remember the interview we had with their coach, Dan Levy.
Dan.
Yeah, he really said we're going to use Raymond in a different way. You will think, and they did. They used him as a quarterback when they had an American quarterback. So we were shocked about that. But do you know anything about their imports or anything going on for next season? I sent a message to Raymond, and he said news will come. So I guess because I asked if Dan was going to coach next year or so. I had something like that, and he's like news will come. So I don't know. Do you know anything?
Well, you never know with that team. They always have late info, and that's you could go a little bit back to what Jürgen said. That's why they're kind of like a little bit harder to read or harder to match up against because they're unpredictable. And then it's cool to have a team like that, a little like you could say like a dark horse, or like you know what I mean.
I wonder if it's.
I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no info.
I wonder if it's as hard for the Glads to play, at in the north, I would say, than as it is for the northern teams like Eidsvoll Trolls to go down to Glads, because that's every team I feel like play like shit when they play at Glads. And I wonder if it's like the same thing for the Glads when they go, because I just remember when we had to go to Kristiansand, I knew it was gonna be shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate going there.
Even we had games.
The
we had games in Bergen. We had games in Trondheim. They didn't matter. Yeah. Trondheim, I fucking loved. I loved to play in Trondheim. We were like, we're going to Trondheim.
Yeah.
Fucking love that bus ride. It's still it's as long or even longer than going to Kristiansand. But it just did something with me. Going down was like, oh shit, we gotta go down. But going up to Trondheim was like, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It makes zero sense.
I don't know, bro. I don't like going to Kristiansand. I don't like it. A lot of the times I've played there too, the weather has been a bitch. Like it's either really windy or it's raining or it's just or it's fucking burning hot. Like that's what I've played on.
They don't have there. I've been in a game in Kristiansand where it was sunny, and then it started to rain, and then it started to snow, and all the time it was blowing like a motherfucker. Like,
it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I personally don't like going down there, and every time I go down there, it's a hard fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a hard ass match.
Hey, we don't fucking care.
Yeah, okay, that's true. We ain't no PG-13 out here, bro.
No,
we're chilling.
I don't get paid.
No, but every time I go down there, I know it's gonna exactly true, bro. No, but every time I go down there, bro, I know it's just gonna be a fucking rough day, bro. And it is every time.
Yeah. So, but they almost did it, man. They almost did it. 5 points away from 6 points, I guess, from winning the game in
Yeah.
In let's talk about the championship game, man, because I feel like we talked about all the other games. Championship games is the one
Yeah.
game that
Actually,
we never really talked
we haven't
about.
talked yeah, we haven't talked about Lillestrøm at
All
all though.
right.
Let's do a little short dive on Lillestrøm.
All right.
Do you have any information on them going into next year's season?
I feel like I hope at least they will want to keep growing and keep staying, even though they ended the season 0-6. I hope they really want to keep staying in the Eliteserien and really want to grow that pack they got. Because when you look at how many people they got on the roster, I think they are the biggest team roster wise, and I think it just is just playing at a higher level will elevate them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not there right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
We thought they were, because they brought in Kevin Doyle, they brought in that Jaden guy, that safety. And,
Mhm.
that Jaden did not disappoint. Kevin Doyle, injuries and stuff happened, so we didn't really see
Yeah.
everything from him. But we talked a little bit before the season when we did that ranking the team, and we put Kevin over Michael, and we put Jabari, Kevin, Michael, and then Wilhelm, and then
Yeah.
I had an argument for put Michael over Kevin. I remember that, and my argument was
Yeah.
that it doesn't matter to have an American quarterback when you don't know who the wide receiver, when you don't have that wide receiver core around you, and I
Yeah.
proved myself to be spot on that on that statement, because Michael, he
Yeah.
finished the league passing king, man, and he had a lot of rushing yards. Like, he carried the Iceful team, and Kevin was really
Yeah.
struggling. Some of the games he had some really good games. One against Trolls, um, passing wise. But
Yeah.
they're just they are lacking the depth on talent wise. You know what I mean? The depth
Yeah.
and just the football IQ in general.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And think I've talked about this a little bit before. There's a lot of issues with Lillestrøm. You know, I've there's definitely been changes since I was in that organization, but I've been a part of it. I know a little bit of the inside of it.
Yeah,
Same does some other people around the league or experienced football player. Let's say Jürgen, he
yeah,
knows, Espen knows,
yeah,
you know. And what I could say is they are uh, very caring of the people who are like ildsjeler. They really, you know what I mean? They really give credit and give responsibility to a lot of people because they're doing a good job, or like not doing a good job, but they are very invested and they
yeah,
put a lot of time into it. And 100%, yeah, that's fair. But in like some situations, let's say here in Eidsvoll, it's very like skill based on like positioning, and for staff wise, it's experience and also being able to do the job at a good level, right?
yeah,
So it's not just showing up and coaching. You have to actually like, because we have position coaches for every position or for a lot of positions. Let's say I'm the defensive back coach. We have Jenny, who's a linebacker coach, or
Chris.
DC and linebacker coach. We have Chris, who is he's not really that involved anymore. He has stepped a little bit away because
Yeah,
of his children and stuff like that. 100% understandable.
getting
Uh,
babies everywhere. Yeah, I
yeah,
know that
yeah. And then we
feeling.
have Jürgen, who's a yeah, and then we have Jürgen, who's a D line coach. He's kind of mixed in with some of the other D linemen as well. That we have Joachim also helping out
Yeah,
on the D line.
yeah,
And then for like, let's say offense, we have Stian, who's a wide receiver coach, hella experienced wide receiver coach, right? I'm mentioning their positions primarily, but they have other jobs too. Stian is also the head coach. I can say that. We also have for actually running back coach. We don't have a running back coach because we just put in
yeah,
Thor, or we put in Elias, or we put in another tank that
yeah.
can just get through
The young buck.
the hole. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Now, so we like stuff like that though. You need people that have mad experience in both, or not both playing. You could be a good coach without playing, or a lot of people say so. I haven't experienced it, but a lot of people say so. So I would take their word for it. But you know what I mean. I'm saying that
bro.
primarily. I think there might be a staff problem in Lillestrøm. That's just my
Okay,
point right there. I
I
think
was
it is.
wondering where are you
I think
going with
yeah.
this?
That's where I was going with it, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to put it out like that without coming with a good reasoning behind it, because I feel like it's very rude of me to say, but I feel like it doesn't matter. My voice is
You
not
feel like it's
necessary, but I
coaching.
would say it was necessary.
You feel like
Yeah,
it's
I
coaching.
feel like it's coaching.
Well,
I do. I feel like the staff isn't really wanting to push these guys to the next level, and that's a huge thing. You know, you
yeah.
can't just be satisfied with
But
losing.
okay,
You know what I
so
mean?
okay, so it's a balance there, Sigurd, because when you're losing games and then going to
Yeah.
practice and then getting your ass screamed out by the coach, you don't want to go to practice
Yeah.
anymore. And they are in this
100%.
and
100%.
and bro, let
100%.
me finish. And they're in the area right now where a lot of the guys are not, they're not taken by the sport, if you know what I mean. They're
What do
not
you mean? Like they're not
like you and
invested?
me,
Like
like you
100%?
and me,
Okay, I got you. I got you.
like
I got you.
we hit that certain point where a coach could scream at us, and we wouldn't fucking matter. We would still come at practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're not right
Yeah.
there when, so they got to treat their
Okay.
guys a little bit, you know, like patting on the back, like, hey, we're gonna take them next time, you know, like we're gonna grow. So they can't really be that a hard-nosed punch coaches yet, and you know those are the
Yeah.
best. I'm not gonna deny it. Like those
Yeah.
coaches
Yeah.
will get the most out of the guys, that's for sure. But hey, let
100%.
me
But
read
also, okay, sorry.
a fun stat for you from the Lillestrøm.
Yeah.
Four games playing away, they scored in
Mhm.
total 15 points. 4 games
Mm.
away, 15 points.
Mm.
3 games, sorry, 3 games at home, they scored in total, let me do the math there, 30, 41 points. 3 games at home,
Mm.
31 points. 4 games away, 15
Four.
points.
Okay.
So they're playing
Yeah, well,
pretty
that
good at
wow.
home. They're playing pretty good at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. I
And
remember we played them our first game at home, and
you almost lost.
dude,
You almost lost.
they almost beat our ass, bro.
They led.
Pretty good.
They led at halftime. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, like I said, when they went to Eidsvoll, they only scored 3 points, so they're not really good traveling team, and that could go that's a lot of the experience, right? Because when you're a football player, when you know what to, like when you feel comfortable, that's only when you feel
Yeah.
comfortable is when you're gonna play good, at
Yeah.
at a different field. You know what I mean? But when you're not super comfortable, it's going to really help to be at your field where you practice, where you do your drills. That's going to really help you early in the stage. So they're really in that stage right now where home field really matters for them.
Okay.
And it should matter. Like Eidsvoll,
Yeah,
it
100%.
matters for
100%.
Eidsvoll and stuff like that. But Eidsvoll is like
It does.
you guys are ready. Some of you guys play for 10 years already, so you guys know it doesn't matter where you play, you're still gonna have to play your best. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'll tell you this though, I'd die. I'd die if when I'm playing on Burn, bro. I go all out. That's my, that's a home. You protect that home, bro.
Yeah.
Burn, you don't lose there.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
But I could say this though. Like, and this goes for like, oh my god, I sound like a dick whenever when I talk. But I guess I'm just gonna talk like this,
today,
bro. But
man. You're coming after people today.
I don't want to be rude. I just want to speak my opinion. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say this. I can say this for going a little back to the point that you had, where you said like there's a lot of players that are like not fully invested, like you said, like you and me, or were.
Yeah.
I could say this I could say this. I could easily name 10 people in this league that are taking this very seriously. Like this is like playing in the fucking NFL almost. Like they want to go to the NFL, even though there's no fucking way we're going to the NFL. But they, in their mindset, I'm going to the NFL. I'm winning or losing this game. Like, you know what I mean? That mindset is there. And if you want to
rest
play,
in peace, Leo, man.
Yeah,
that was his
RP
mindset.
Leo.
That was his mindset, man.
Exactly. One of the guys right there, bro. One of the guys, and that's what I'm saying, bro. We have people in here that are dogs, like dogs, and it has to be that's why I'm like, well, it doesn't. If they're not ready to come to practice and give everything they got, they're not going to do anything on the field. If they want to
Yeah.
back off from
And
like, oh, I'm not going to do this sport anymore because the coach told me I did it wrong.
yeah.
Come on, bro. I'm not saying that that's happening. I'm not saying that I just said that was your point earlier. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm not saying that that's
could
happening
happen.
at Lillestrøm or anywhere.
Bro,
100%.
I
100%.
know
We
people.
have kids like that. I know.
And that's what I mean.
Exactly.
Like
I know
we
people
had
too.
rookies like that.
I know people.
Like when the coach
Yeah, and me.
like
I know.
the coach screamed at them like, "What the fuck you doing?" Like, and then we never fucking see them again.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like,
I know.
coach.
100%. I know.
We had to
Come
talk
on,
to
bro.
fucking coach after, like, coach, he was kind of an athlete, like
He could have been good, coach. Damn it, you ruined it.
Yeah.
Damn, coach.
He said,
come on.
wait, let me say it. He said, "Fuck you, coach," and then he left. I'm never going to see him.
God, man. No, but that's true though. There's been a lot of athletes that has jumped the ship because of that.
It's
And
different kind of
I get the
coaching.
point. I'm
That's
just
for sure.
saying. Yeah, I'm just saying that there are people in here that are really invested and are gonna ball out, and you have to be ready and prepared for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely in the Eliteserien. Like you taking your point. Back to your point. If the Division 2 teams are ready to move up, like you should know when your guys are invested and they want it. They want to be the best.
Yeah.
Like that's when
100%.
your team might be ready to move up. If your team
And
is Heide Fru Hansen and they did just a practice and they tried, it's for fun, it's fun. So I dropped the pass, but at least I tried to catch it. Like I touched the ball, you know what I mean. So then you might not
But
be ready.
there are. I would also say exactly. But I would also say there are a lot of people like that though. Like Eliteserien, like it's not everyone that's like fucking dialed in like let's say like I am, bro. Like or like Jürgen gets, or like like a lot of the dogs. You know what I mean? There's not all there, and everybody's not like that. Everybody's not like that. But you definitely need at least 2 or 3 of them guys, bro. Like that wants to just go out there and do crazy shit.
At least one per position,
Preferably, yeah. Oh wait.
All right.
My screen is in black. Okay.
I got you, bro.
Right.
I got you. But what my goal for the Starfighters are, come back to the Eliteserien. Please don't don't even consider to move down, because you're gonna smoke those guys and it's gonna be fun, but you're not gonna grow.
Definitely.
You're not gonna grow.
Exactly.
Stay at
as an organization, you're not gonna grow.
Yeah. Stay at the Eliteserien and fucking just prove us wrong. Prove this season was a fluke. They had last year they had that Sander Frogner, that young guy, just 18, and he was like one of the best freaking guys in the league. And then obviously, when you're that good, you're gonna get chances in America. So he's there right now, and that whenever, well, hopefully he's gonna go to college and like be successful there. But whenever he gets back, he's gonna be top 5 players in Norway by that point. So you know what I mean? Like they have the crew, they have the guys. They got Martin is in America right now playing too. Like they got talent that might, if they stick around, they are gonna get better. That's the only thing I'm saying. They are gonna get better.
100%, 100%. And I think they even though like the season didn't end like they wanted it to, I feel like they were just like I feel like you need this kind of a season though. I feel like it's like a wake up call, like not a wake up call, but like a welcome to the league moment. You know what I mean? Like
that was last year, bro.
Type of thing. Yeah, exactly. So now you're set. Now you know what you're going into next season. Now you know what's up. So you're gonna be ready now.
This was their first true Eliteserien season, that's for sure. And another thing, I got a prediction that Eidsvoll is gonna go down a little bit from this year. They are gonna dip a little bit, and there's one reason. You guys have a lot of veterans. That's good, but you don't have those juniors coming up.
Yeah, you're right. We don't have the juniors coming up.
And Lillestrøm
we're going to get into that though.
Lillestrøm does.
Lillestrøm, yeah, 100%. Lillestrøm does. I was gonna get into that though.
Yeah.
We have U14 coming up.
We're done
We're
with
gonna
the
have talk about that later
we're
on.
done with the lead setting now. All right.
I can just say one point. I don't think we're quite dead yet. I'll just say that.
All
I
right.
don't think ISIL's quite dead yet. But I
I
see where
didn't
you're
say
going. I
dead.
see what you mean.
I didn't say dead.
No, I see what you
I
mean.
said
I
you're
see
gonna
what you
dip.
mean.
I
We're
said
saying going
dip.
down.
I said dip.
Hey, all right, all right. You want to call me out because of my bust ass knees? That's
Yeah.
fine, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I just don't feel like they have the deep coverage anymore. You know what I mean?
Screw you, bro. Okay, well, I guess you got to come back then, bro,
All right.
and help us out.
That's gonna be you pay travel. I might do it. You know.
All right, I got you.
All right. Let's head into D2,
Next
bro.
point.
Let's head into D2 because
Yeah.
they just like I said, they have one game left in the 2nd of November. We're recording this on Monday, 28th, I think 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they just finished. Yeah, they just had the last game. The second last game is one last game. It's 2nd November in D2. So
Yeah.
we might just take a wrap up here anyway. We're not going to cover anymore.
Yeah. We're
So
probably not going to cover that
also
last game.
Vikings, 6 games, 6-0, 6 wins. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Not a crazy point differential, like only 76 points. So they're like some games I guess was pretty tight, and some games not. That's in it's like 3 departments that I'm a fucking rookie here. I should have known this. This is like 3
Same.
is north, south, and west. That's awesome. I love that for them. I love
Yeah.
that. And I
That's awesome.
I knew this.
Yeah.
I knew some of the college teams.
I'm jealous.
Some of the college teams are included here. We got BI Bisons. We got
Yeah.
NHHI, which is Trondheim, and then it's BI Lions. I don't know where Bisons and Lions are, but I guess based on south and west, Lions is south and Bisons are west. I guess you know what I mean.
Yeah. One thing I can say right off the top of my dome is I'm excited to see Lure Bulls flourishing though.
Oh, 5-1.
That's cool.
5-1 for the
Yeah.
season.
5-1 Lure Bulls.
Better point differential than Vikings with the 102 points. And
Yeah.
obviously, this is not a surprise for me at least, but you could see the college teams did not fare too well, but that makes sense because they're not
It makes sense.
they're not a football team, you know what I mean? They're just guys that goes to college and they have a team.
I don't know any of these teams. Yeah, I don't know any of these teams in Avdeling Vestland except for Lure Bulls, and I'll also add, I don't know who's on the Lure Bulls. I don't know. I don't think that there's any of the OGs on that team anymore, like the guys that we used to play.
Yeah, bro. Let me tell you.
But they still have the same coach, I think. So he's got mad experience.
Yeah.
Isn't he an American? I think they have him.
It's a new team that it's established. It's Björgvig Berserkers, and I don't know where that's perfectly located, but I think it's like south of Stavanger ish. I could be totally wrong. Like I could be not even close. But anyway, let me tell you a funny story here. Lura Bulls, they are a good team, like 5-1, right? Almost undefeated.
Yeah.
And they won 36-0 over Olavsmen, which is like Olavsmen. If you're going into the season, I would think Olavsmen would be one of the best teams actually. And
I'm surprised.
They
Wow.
finished 3-2, so they're not dead. They finished good at top of their division in the south. But anyway, Lura Bulls won 36-0 over them, so really good game. And then Lura Bulls won 36-14 over Starfighters. And then guess what happened when Lura Bulls met the first time Björgvig Berserkers played? Like the first game Björgvig Berserkers even touched the football officially. They lost.
Yeah. I see it right here.
to 8.
Crazy.
And that's
Yeah, that's
how
crazy.
fun does that have to be for a new team, new step? That I feel I cannot remember a new team establishing the fucking tone like that over a team that finished 5-1. Like the only loss was to this rookie bunch. Well, I'm not gonna say rookies because there are probably some players there that has played before, but
Yeah.
a rookie team at least. When you look at it, like that's fun. That's a good story, man. That's a good story.
Yeah, it's a good story. I'd say that's a good coach
Yeah.
and very uh
Oh,
how do I say it?
best part, they won it
Uh
at Lura. They won it at Lura. That's cool,
at their
man.
home. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Well, for
cool.
Björvik, that's a
Hey,
crazy accomplishment. That's a good coach and a couple of very very committed kids and men right there. And I
shout out
think
to the
also maybe
Berserkers.
Lurabos came in with a shout out to the Berserkers, 100%, 100%. I think maybe Lurabos came in like they thought it was going to be a breeze. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe because of the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that's huge. Winning their first ever game. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So I thought maybe I guess they don't have a playoff in Division Two because I thought maybe if you win your division
No, they don't.
you would kind of face because it don't look like there is any
Oh
playoff
wow.
coming up here. But also Vikings
No, they're not. Hey,
seems like the champions.
I wanna. Yeah, it does definitely seem like 6-0. You know, can't get better than
Mm-hmm.
undefeated. So definitely. But I just want to add on here. I see when they met each other again, Luda and Berserkers, 26-28. Oof.
Oh, tight again.
Yeah, and Lura
Tight
came away with the
again.
victory there. But
Oh yeah, I see
twenty-six
it.
to 28. That's a cool game.
Bro,
That's a
Berserkers
cool game.
are they met one more time in 31.
Yeah, I
Dura
see
won
it. I
31 to
see it.
12. So
Yeah, in Lura,
Dura
in
got
Lura at home.
2-1, 2-3. I mean, wins.
Yeah.
But being that first game, I feel like that's even makes it just more fun. Um,
And I heard a lot of great. I'm sorry, I'm moving a little bit away now,
yeah.
but we're not. This is not an episode about the Berserkers. We're talking about everyone. Everyone. So I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna move on a little bit here. I'm very, very. I've heard a lot of great things about Nidaros Domers. I've heard that they have some crazy athletic kids
Mm-hmm.
and young adults that are
Yeah.
like are shifty as hell and fast and knows how to like run, follow blockers and stuff like that. I've
Mm-hmm.
heard a lot of good things about them. And their
Yeah.
first game in the series, they met Lillestrøm, who I would presume that there are a decent amount of the D1 players playing for the D2 team
You mean
for
Eliteserien
Lillestrøm.
players?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would assume because of
Yeah, because you have some
I
guys
don't
in
know.
Gjøvik, so it's like a
Yeah, because
list.
we also have like a lot of guys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like a
There's a
list.
there is a list, but you could work around it. Like
How
Thor is
many
there. You know
players
what I mean?
is on the list? Is like
I think it's
50,
22.
oh, that many? Okay, I thought
I
it was like 15
yeah.
players.
Maybe it's less. Maybe it's less.
I thought
But
it
you
was like,
can work around it if there's a real
bro,
desire.
if
You
it's
could
like
work around
if
it.
it's 22 players on the list, that means you need a roster of 40 guys minimum.
Maybe it's not 22. I am probably very wrong, but nevertheless, the score in that game when Lillestrøm played Nidaros 14-36, and Nidaros won
Hey,
36.
yo,
That's pretty
drop
damn good.
a comment if you know how many players needs are excluded to play in any division two, like the number of players. You know what I
If you
mean?
know that ruling, let us know.
Yeah, we wanna
Let us
bring
know.
up we wanna really bring back comments on this show. Like we wanna really have a comment driven podcast. So please do that. It's
Yeah.
gonna be more questions to you guys later, but pop down, give us a comment right now, and then move on. And maybe later too, you're gonna drop down and give another comment.
Yeah.
Give us. I'm sorry to
Oh,
sidetrack here. Give us your points.
oh, you're good. About Nidaros, or
Yeah,
what were we talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, no, I just said that. Well, the end score was 14-36, and Nidaros won that game. I think that's in what I'm thinking. I said I don't know, but what I'm thinking, and I assume that there were a lot of Elite Series players on that Starfighters team. If Nidaros can really turn up like that,
hmm
dude, it's I think Nidaros could move up, bro.
bro. Nidaros
I
had
think.
two. As I can see right now, maybe I'm wrong. They played also Vikings, the best team, right? 2 times.
Yeah, I
right?
see this.
And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are they're 3 points, and then they are did I lost the other game, and then it's 6 points. So they're
dude.
only 9 points in total in point differential in 2 games. That's less than you and Trolls in 2 games. So they're definitely
Yeah,
up
neither
there.
is a
They're
good team,
definitely up
man.
there. Seems like they're.
Yeah,
I'm gonna from the scores I see, I'm gonna take away that they have a good defense because they're the only team
yeah,
that really kept also Vikings um, down a lot. Oh,
yeah,
I guess not. I guess they had 20 points there. Yeah,
yeah.
good team
But
though.
still, hey, nevertheless, it's
Looks
good.
good.
Yeah,
Looks
and
good.
then let's look
And
down
that
here.
and
See,
let me see. The only
in that South division, though, it's very close against Turnspad and Sarpsborg. They both are 3-2. This is a very close division, but the score differential is pretty. That's pretty big, actually.
I'm
68
just
to
looking at
0.
some of these college games, and that had to be rough for the college teams.
Oh yeah, the Bison and
Yeah, yeah.
NHHI.
I see a lot of them are
Yeah.
ending in 0 points for the losing teams. Like the Lions lost
Hmm.
0-48 for the Tunsberg Raiders. Oof. Oh, the Domers
Yeah.
won 35-0 over Starfighters. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said,
Dude, they are good, man.
that's a good team. Actually, the only two
There's a
wins they
lot of
have
these guys
over
that should move up.
they only have 2 wins, and they are both over Starfighters. They
What
lost.
we would want, what we would want, or in my opinion, what I would want the D2 to be is a bunch of college teams and a bunch of second teams for the Elite Series teams.
Yeah,
That's what I want it to be.
yeah.
I think I could look. I'm looking at 3 or 4 of these guys right here in this league, and I'm in my head. I'm like, what's why?
Yeah.
Why don't you come up and play Elite Series? You know what I
For
mean?
real, Gjøvik is a no. I mean, Trondheim is a good suggestion because
Yeah,
the only teams they lost over for also Vikings, and they were lost over Gjøvik Swans, and I would say Gjøvik Swans is not there yet because they're winning with ISO players, right? So, but Nidaros is not winning with
yeah.
any help, and
I'll give I'll give it to Jovic though. There's not a lot of actual players.
already,
We
okay,
have maybe we have Stian Thor, right, and then we have Philip,
and the
who's
D
played in the U.S.
and the
He's a
DB
receiver.
and the DB,
Yeah, we have the DB Christopher,
yeah.
and we also have Odin. But the thing with this is that they don't play on every game.
That's
Let's say
like
Stian. I think Stian only
that's like
played one.
I told two starting DBs though, corners. So obviously they're gonna do really
No,
well
they're
with
not. They're backups. They're
Od-
backups.
Odin
That's
start.
the thing. Yeah.
Odin started. That's for
Odin
sure.
Odin started. Odin started, but we had
And
the thing here is
Christopher started and played a hell of a game in the championship game over Alan
exactly he
Lind, the
did. He
best
did.
one of the best wide receivers.
He did. He did. But we have Sindre, who's our starter. We
Damn,
have Jonathan, who's a safety, right?
damn,
And but he
Jurek lost over Starfighters. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. Yeah, keep going with
no,
players.
you're good. You're good. Yeah, I'm getting off topic. I just realized that why I shouldn't be going into Eitzel stuff, but they weren't starters. And let's say like I'm their coach, so I'm just saying, hey, they can need all the work they can get. Not saying that they're bad, but hey, that's how it is starting out. For Christopher, he's never played football before. His last year was his first ever year. He's a great athlete. He needs more experience. Udin is a guy that I love. I love Udin. He has so much like
Energy.
energy. He has like he
He's like
has
you,
so
man.
much energy, and he reminds me of myself, bro. That's why I love that kid, bro. He's like, he doesn't give a damn who it is, bro. He's going in.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't end up good for him though in the championship when he tried to hit up on Will Sewell.
Yeah,
But
and he got that swagger on him too, like a little drip.
yeah,
You
he's
know
got
what I
that
mean?
swagger too. Yeah, I like the kid, bro. I like him. So, but yeah, but what my point was, sorry, I'm stuttering. My point was that Jovic doesn't always have, or they actually doesn't have a lot of help from Eitsel. They have Philip on offense, who I think he played every game, or a lot of them at least. They have Sievert on D line,
Who's
who
Philip?
has been off of football. Philip is He's a kid that grew up playing football in Iceland, and then he played high school ball in the U.S.
Oh, he's that wide receiver.
As an exchange student. Yeah, wide
Okay,
receiver.
okay, yeah.
So he plays there.
He came back, yeah.
Yeah, so he's played with them, and he's played in a lot of the games. Sivert
Yeah.
Juhl, who is a D
He's like
lineman
only
for Eidsvoll, he's also played.
18 years, right, Philip?
Yeah, young kid, young
Super
kid.
young.
But like for like the main weapons that everybody thinks, oh, Stian and Thor, I think Stian played 1 game or 2. Thor also maybe 1 or 2, 3 games. I don't. Gjøvik is an independent team.
Yeah, Gjøvik should have just put Thor on the quarterback and just let him run.
I know it's every they had to. I get why they don't do that though. I get why they don't do that.
I understand the process. The ISO players are there to kind of grow the local players and not opposite. They're not there to take over the game and just run the show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sure. It's like a helping situation. Like Gjøvik helps us. We have Gjøvik players that played with us in the Elite Series, right? Yeah. And we actually had a D lineman there who was a baller.
Yeah.
Baller. He balled out for us.
For sure.
So we help each other out. It's it's a farmer deal,
so you think Gjøvik could take the move?
I think now maybe, dude.
Because that's what we're talking about. That's how you started.
I'm going from exactly. Yeah, exactly. I would say though, from what I've seen, they have enough players to. Yeah. Okay, maybe not the roster, but no, I don't think they're ready. I'm just saying it right.
Yeah. I think also Vikings might be ready to make that move up to the Eliteserien.
I think they might be, man.
Yeah, 6-0.
Maybe not.
6-0 in Division 2. I think they're right there, man. They're up there. I think they got a roster. Everything looks good.
Yeah, they might be able to. I don't know if they have the financials though. That's the thing. It's a bad localization for a club to be though. You know, it's not the best place for a club.
A lot of traffic in Frogner, so you know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it would just be horrible. It would just be horrible.
The bus tickets has been expensive lately, and I don't think they're going to be going down. And the tram?
No.
Damn, bro.
Come on. God damn. Traveling on the train with your pads on? Oof.
We joking.
All right. Well, of course we're joking. Of course, joking.
Hey, I got a second takeaway from the Division 2 this year. Look at all the games being played from 24 August to.
Dude, it's a dream. I don't want to look. I get jealous. Jealous. God damn it,
bro. All the teams have to be like playing. How many teams did you play in? How many games did you play? I guess you played 6. Let me check. Eliteserien.
Yeah, I'm checking. We played everyone twice, so 4 teams.
6 games. Yeah, so I guess all the teams are playing the same amount. It's still 6 games each. So it's not more games. It's just more teams.
More teams.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Yeah. All right.
What's your main takeaway though? What do you want to end the Division 2 on a takeaway here? Let me start.
I think it's positive. Okay.
Let me start.
Yeah.
The college teams.
Go ahead.
They should maybe not match up with the football teams. It seems like they are being crushed a little bit. I don't see any of them really giving a kick, and I think a lot of the teams, other teams, they should, if they're doing well in Division 2, start to focus a lot more on recruiting. Like try to build that roster.
Yeah.
And then
definitely that's what they're doing.
That means you have the talent. If you have a few talent players, is gonna infect the new recruits, and you're all gonna get better off it. So, yeah. But yeah, also Vikings seems like it's the champ.
Yeah,
champ of the King of the North.
Yeah, congratulations to Vikings for that. I think final takeaways. I would maybe agree. I would agree with you on the college situation. I think I don't understand the situation or how they're doing it. If there's just legit like college enrolled kids that start playing and like they play for like 3 years, I don't. Is it Is it that
No,
that's how
no,
they
no,
do it?
no.
They don't let like
It's
people
not,
stick around,
it's
or
not college like college in America. It's more like if you go to this college, they have like student groups, and one of the student group is
yeah.
like American football, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah, okay. But do people that are not enrolled to that school get to play for that team?
No, you got to be a student.
Okay, well then yeah, that's honestly that's
And
dangerous. It's dangerous.
the thing is
That's
they've been
dangerous
having
to
their
have those
own
guys out there.
student league for something. So this is the first time the student league is being implemented into the Norwegian league, I would say.
Yeah. I think it's cool though.
It's a
I could say that, but I
fun
do think
experiment.
it's yeah, but I don't think it's smart because you have guys that have been playing football for
10
10
years,
years,
yeah.
that are going to meet kids
And
that
they've
just
been,
touched the football.
I guess 3 years is like the max of a student team. I don't know what they're studying, so
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how it would be, right? Yeah, I would assume.
No, no, no. It's not like sophomore, junior, and freshman and stuff, and senior and
No,
stuff
I
like that.
know,
Like
I know. I know that. I know that. I know
it's
that.
like
I
if
know
you
that.
go to the college, if you enroll to the college today, you could play.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could,
I get how it works now. I know.
yeah. Anyway, let's move on from Division Two. I think it's awesome that they
Yeah.
had a really good season. Seems like a lot of teams, and
Yeah.
seems like actually, you know what? You know what the best thing about Division Two this year? The best thing. It don't seem like
What?
any forfeits. I see one.
Yeah. That is a big
I
thing.
see one 35-0 because that's like the score over forfeit 35-0. I see one. I see two 35-0s. I see, but I don't think. I hope they're not forfeits. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. All right, let's move into juniors.
Yeah.
Next subjects. We got juniors U17 and U14.
Yeah.
What you could start it off, my good old friend.
Well, U17 we haven't played since June, the same day as the national championship game, like you won. So a quick recap of that game would be um, it was tight until it was not, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
Trolls really said from the beginning, like they really showed, like okay, we from like from the beginning of the game, it was like an energy aura around the Trolls team, and you just felt like they're gonna win that game, and they did. They won 30-16.
Yeah.
Some players
I don't have any.
some players to
Yeah, go
really
ahead.
take out is that number. Oof, I don't remember number 1 or number 9. Arin, I think his name was Arin. I think he had a really good game, really good game, and also I think they had a player on defense, Mo Rønningen or something like that, 22, who also had a really good game. I was just watching. I wasn't commentating that game, so I was doing the production. So I was kind of really busy during that game, not really paying too much attention. But from the Lillestrøm, I think like always, their D-line men who had to step in as a quarterback. What's his name again? Damn. You know what I'm talking about? NFL. NFL.
Yeah, Thomas
No.
Godberg.
Yeah, not Thomas, but Galbæk for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't remember his first name.
Yeah, Galbæk. He had a really good game. Really, he jumped over a Trolls player, like he leaped, like hurdled him. That was
That's awesome.
awesome highlight, and
That's cool.
he also had another big touchdown. He had two touchdowns. I think he had both of Lillestrøm's touchdowns, and then Trolls had 30. So I mean,
Yeah.
Lillestrøm was just struggling. They could not get that Eidsvoll running back going. You know what I mean? Number 41, David Fjell. He could not.
Yeah.
He could not get going. Usually, when he starts to get going, he's hard to stop. But they couldn't really get him started anyway. So Trolls really dominated that championship game. Anything else to
I
you?
don't have much to add there.
Oh,
No,
really?
I don't
Okay.
have much to add.
All right.
That's
My,
been
my,
a long time ago. I don't remember anything. So
that's the thing. We're in almost in November right now, so it's been a long time.
yeah.
And
But something that's more recent, we have U14. That's going
yeah,
on right now.
so that's all. Everything from U17, man. We know we talked so much about D2. All right.
Yeah, but I don't have anything about U17. You know, we already talked about
Yeah,
U17.
we
We
did.
already talked
We did.
in our
We did,
last
right?
episode. We talked a lot about them.
I'm
So
excited for the future.
that I am. I could say a little bit more about you. I could say that, I would love for my home team to get a
Yeah.
U17 team. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I
Only,
really think
only,
there's a missing part.
only 4 teams
What?
so far, or this year. Lillestrøm,
Yeah.
Trolls, Vikings, and Glads. And Glads had to forfeit their last game, so they're not really
Mm.
they're not looking good. And
Yeah.
Glads actually had to forfeit their 2 last games. So if I hope Glads can build up their better junior team, and I hope some West Coast team
Yeah.
can join there. And
Yeah.
like the
100%.
Berserkers
100%.
or Lura Bruce, and also ISO. Gjøvik Swans could
Yeah.
even come in there as a junior team. Like that's what we need. That's the cornerstone of the fucking sport in Norway. Like get the
Exactly. Youth
juniors going.
football. I feel bad for the guys or senior players on the U17 level that are missing out. I don't know if they are missing out now, but there's no U19 ball that I know about. I don't
Yeah.
think there is any. And I feel bad that they're missing out on that, because that's really a crucial part of where you grow as a football
Yeah.
player. At least in my experience,
I
that's
know.
where I was like, that's where I really developed into who I was. I was a baller in U17, but I didn't have that mindset. And I kind of grew that in my last year in U19. That's where I was like,
Bro,
okay,
I
this is how we were playing football.
totally agree. I totally agree. U19 is where you separate the kind of the men from the boys. Which player is going to be
Exactly.
good for the like. If you're good 17,
Exactly.
if you're a really good U17 player, it doesn't mean you're going to be a good Elite Series player. You know what I mean? Because you're still super
No,
young.
hell
But
no.
if you're a good
Super
U19
young.
player, you kind of could transfer that much easier into the
Yeah.
elites or the seniors.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I feel bad for them missing out on that opportunity, and I hope that someday that will come back up, and hopefully that's next year. I don't think it is, though, but
Hopefully.
that would really help. Yeah, hopefully. That would really
I don't
help.
know
And
what the fuck happened, because U19 was like it was a staple. It was like U19 was almost more exciting than watching the grown-ups before, and then it just disappeared.
I know.
It just
I agree.
disappeared. Now it's gone.
I agree. I agree, man. It's not enough players. That's what it is. And COVID really killed it. I think
And I feel
I
like,
think that's what killed it was COVID.
and also
To
I
be
feel like
honest.
U19 was at least for ISO when I was in U19, it was the best platform for recruit senior players.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
100%.
Because you could get like a guy that could still play senior, but you could be like, okay, let us just give you 1 year, 1 more year on U19. You know what I mean? Really grow into a player, and then come back in the springtime, because then it was senior in the spring and U19 in the fall. So, like after when senior was over, we had like a mission, like you recruit U19. That was like after the senior, boom. Now is U19 is the focus, recruit over the summer, meet up in
Yeah.
August and get like a fresh squad of 20 to 25 players, and then
Yeah.
after that season, who would carry over to senior? You really need that,
100%. And well, let's just hope they bring it back. Let's hope you get enough players that. The problem now is that with U17, kids are just quitting football after U17 because they don't want to make the big move up to seniors. And to be honest, bro, 100% understandable, man.
Yeah.
You're a 16-year-old kid gonna get run over by a damn 40-year-old. Like, come on. Yeah, no. But being honest though, like some of these guys are jacked up. Like, no, not jacked up, but they're huge. They're huge, man. You know, I don't. When I was 17, I did not want to play football with Jurgen. You know,
Bro, I did.
hell no.
I did.
I did not. I did not. I had
Yeah,
not. But I did. I was forced to. But I
bro,
did not want to
bro,
because he was so huge. And Riley Reed meeting as a 17-year-old kid meeting Riley Reed in a damn Oklahoma drill. Come on, bro. It's crazy.
bro. My first Jurgen experience. Like I was new. I just moved up from U13 to like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know shit. And one of my first practices at U16 was like I was like okay, meeting up early to practice, getting my shoes on,
Yeah.
and then I heard this footstep behind me, like like somebody was running, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody speared me in my back. I'm not even seeing who this person was. He was just like I was just blasted on the
Yeah.
floor, and then
Yeah.
Jurgen just stepped over me like, "I got you, bro. I got you." like, like what the
It's
fuck?
hilarious.
And then
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know if it was
that's
this. I
hilarious.
don't know if it was the same practice or another practice, and then he injured our quarterback just playing
Oh
around.
God.
Later, he lifted him up and then threw him down, and he broke his ankle.
Oh my
That's
God.
Jurgen.
That's Jurgen, man. Well, back then we had a little depth, so you could really ball out.
But
You could really ball at practice.
but the thing is
But
like
nowadays you can't.
like that hit. I remember it, but that was like kind of a wake up call because that hit. What that did to me was that I felt the hit was super hard, but same time I was like, damn,
Yeah.
this pads really work.
Yeah,
It did
yeah.
something with my head. Like this pads work, man. I got speared in the back, and
Yeah.
when I just fell down, it was not painful. In like
Yeah.
I was after that, I was like, damn, okay, so pads work. Before that, I wasn't sure,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Let's head into
No,
the
I get it though.
U14, bro. Let's head into the U14.
Yeah,
So
let's go into U14.
U14 had okay, so I can see they have 23 things here too. Let's okay, so they ended actually this Sunday, 28 today. Yeah, so yesterday they ended.
Hmm.
Yeah, like a jamboree, like you said, like they both met. All the teams met at Ural.
Yep.
Ooh, did you hear
Yeah, I heard
that?
it.
I'm gonna cut that. I might not. I might not. So the
Leave it in.
trolls. Wow, it's a lot of wow. So what I can see from the U17 is like a lot of the teams win over each other. Like not any of the teams are like I'm the dominant team. Because
Hmm.
yeah, both it looks like Starfighters and also Vikings they won over each other one time or another, and but Starfighters looks like they dominated every other game than also Vikings, and also Vikings also dominated every other game except one time against Starfighters. So it seems
Hmm.
like those are the two teams on top, and then after that it's probably Warring Trolls. Seems like they played pretty good seasons, a little bit up and down, and then ISIL seems like struggling on offense. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a lot of points,
Uh, no,
but
I could talk for Eitzel's, not be on the behalf because I'm
yeah,
not a part of the coaching crew there. But I could say I see them
yeah. I think
every time we practice.
Leo is the quarterback, right?
I don't know the names. I'm just being honest. I don't know
I
the
know his
names.
father.
Oh, okay, all right, that's cool. No, but I could say that the Eitzel group is a lot of young kids. You know, they're all young kids. It's
Yep,
U14,
yep.
but Eitzel, they have all freshies. You know, they're all new to the game. They're just out there to have fun, and that's awesome. That's U14, bro. Hey, that's all love, all fun, just learning football, and it's awesome to see. But unfortunately, some of these other guys, they are a bit older. and they've played a little longer. I know that there's some of these guys on the Vikings and the Listrom team that has played some U17 ball as well.
Yep.
So it's a pretty big skill gap when you play U17 ball and you're going back to playing U14.
Yep.
But hey, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything special. I just want to say that I did actually see their first game. I saw was pretty. They got pretty banged up, or it was the second game, I think. Yeah, we had 3 concussions, and a broken tibia.
Oh,
And yes,
that's a leg, right?
is that the part of the leg, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like yeah. He broke that. It
Damn.
was pretty bad.
That's that Aiden Hutchinson treatment.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
No,
So that
fibula
must have
is
been
that
painful.
is that high leg or low leg? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Or you mean
Alright,
thyroid leg? Like I think
let me Google this.
because
Fibula.
you got tibia and fibula.
Yeah,
right?
it's the lower leg. It's the biggest bone. No,
Yeah.
it's the small bone in the lower leg. If you know it, because you get 2
Okay.
bones in the lower leg, and it's the
Yeah.
smallest one of those. Oof.
Okay. Well, I think it was fibula, but anyway, that was pretty a rough start because that's what they played 2 games in one day, and that's how they ended the day on. So that's pretty bad, and unfortunately, they had to. I'll say it right now, they unfortunately had to forfeit the game in the half because of injuries, and that sucks. That's yeah.
Mm.
They had too many injuries, and it's U14 ball, and that's very, very, very okay, very fine to forfeit a game in U14.
You're not gonna force play them anyway.
No, hell
Bro,
no.
we're
Come
wasting
on,
a lot of time. I just saw we've been recording for more than 1 hour already, so we're gonna have to move on, bro. We got a top 10 we gotta make too. Bro, hey, guys, we are sorry. Me and Sigurd, we haven't talked together in a long time, so we're gonna drag this conversation out as long as possible.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big episode. Just carry on. It's gonna be a big episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Congrats. It's a big episode. So I just wanted to do a shout out to the girls Sporting Trolls. They didn't win a game this year.
Oh yeah.
They actually lost all of them by a lot, but I feel like they need a shout out because they exist and they play in the Swedish series.
Women's. Yeah.
Yeah, and we know Sweden. They just have a higher level than us on football right now.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna shame them for losing games. I just feel like it's just a stepping stone, and I hope maybe more Norwegian teams can focus on ladies and grow.
Yeah, I know that Eitzel is trying to put up one. So
yeah, I know. So, but that's definitely a tough. Really, really tough aspect of the sport is to get the ladies involved. Not easy, but necessary for sure.
Not at all.
So hey, bro.
Yeah.
I think we covered. I think we did a recap, bro. I think we're done. I think we're not gonna.
Yeah. I think we're done.
No more rabbit holes on the recap. So let's move on.
Yeah.
We got the top 10. It was like an intro picture for the top 10, but I guess Are
we not gonna do? Oh, I see it now. I see it.
Top 10 football players of Norway. So, so what we were doing, what I was doing at least, I was like gathering names from each teams that I felt was like worthy of being in the conversation, right? If you know what I mean. And I got 8 players from Eidsvoll. I got 8 players. I got 7 players from the Trolls, and I got 8 players from the Glads, and I got 4 players from the Starfighters. Because they lost every game, so they're naturally not going to be. I just didn't. I just didn't want to do a deep dive into the Starfighters. I took the players that I was like, actually, this is
You're good.
all the teams I just did players from the top of my head. Do you want to hear the names or
Yeah,
some?
let's do the names. I helped you.
Yeah, you did.
I also picked out each
Yeah,
other. So
yeah, you did. So from the ISO,
yeah, call them out.
we got Touré extension. He led the league in receiving yards and rushing yards, and he was the MVP of the championship game and MVP of the league. I have a feeling he's gonna end up at number one. And we got Michael Hall, we got Arne August Søgaard, and we got Elias Evne, and we got Sigurd Grov. Shout out, bro. Uh, and we got Magnus Mo, right tackle, left tackle, right tackle, or D tackle. We got Rich Queen, center. And vi got Jonathan Olsen, safety. Det var alle Eidsvoll-spillere. It was all the Eidsvoll players. And for
Yeah.
Vålerenga Trolls, we got Eddie Dos Santos, their crazy defensive end. He was balling all season long. And we got the middle linebacker Atle Haaland. We got their safety / corner Jakob Ribert. We got their wide receiver, returner, corner Sondre Lunde. We got their quarterback Willem Dumbals. We got their wide receiver Sigurd Nordby. We got their linebacker Adrian Gobel, or defensive end, I guess he could be also. For Kristiansand Gladiators, we got their wide receiver Adeline. We got their import running back, the French guy Ryan Bulgier. We got their, I guess, backup quarterback, but I don't know. He would play running back and linebacker safety. Raimo Myhrer, but he was put on the quarterback position. And we got Jabari Harris. He got injured, so I just put him there, but I don't think he's going to make the top 10 list because he got injured pretty early in the season. Even though if he finished the season, he would be for sure in the top 10 list because he was putting up numbers, crazy numbers. And we got their linebacker Magnar Hansen. We got their DB and wide receiver Josef Nguso. We got their offensive linemen, the two offensive linemen, one tackle, David Beal, and their guard Jan-Henrik Bogen. And for the Starfighters, we got their import safety Jaden White-Frayne, their import quarterback Kevin Doyle, their wide receiver Anders Bringsley, and their running back Emil Ankan Knutsson. How do you feel about those names? You agree those are the names that we're gonna focus on today, right?
There's definitely there might be some people that we're missing, but hey, like, you know that this is our opinion, so that I'll say it out loud. The names that we know are the names that have balled out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not the name. Like, if you balled out, we would have known your name in this setting because we're doing all the streams. We're doing all the streams. We say your name out loud when you make a play. So like, you know what I mean? Like, we know. Not saying that, oh, we know who's the best. Definitely no, we don't. We can't say that. But I'm saying that if you were memorable enough to be on this list, you would be. Not saying that you're bad, but I'm saying that these guys have made that many plays.
Yeah, and let's also include if we are forgetting somebody.
100% we are forgetting somebody, bro. 100%.
Comment section right now. Just put any. I don't care if it's your bro and he didn't do anything, but just put anyone we're forgetting because, like I said, it's freaking November right now. The season ended in June. Yeah. It's been a long time. I haven't watched
It's been a long time, bro.
I haven't watched any film since then. So let's just, if you forgot any names that you felt like, hey, he deserved to be on a top 10 list, put his name down.
Yeah.
And actually, it's a bigger reason, but we're gonna share that later. So I'm gonna go number one. I'm gonna start at number one. It has to be Twitter extension, right? Do you?
Yeah, I think. It's very biased. Everyone's gonna say we're biased, but hello, guys. He led the league in receiving yards. I know. I'm saying
it's not biased.
Don't worry.
He led the league in receiving.
I know.
And rushing.
I know.
It's not biased.
I know.
Receiving
No, but everyone's gonna say it is.
and rushing.
Everyone's gonna say it is because we're from Eidsvoll, bro. They're gonna say it's biased.
It's not
But
biased.
I agree with you. I agree with you. He balled the fuck out. He balled the fuck out.
It's not biased.
Straight simple.
It's not biased. It's not biased. He
but-
was the top
Okay.
he was the top touchdown scorer. He led the
agree.
league in
I agree.
receiving. He led the league in rushing. You don't have a
agree,
player
Mark.
ever to lead the fucking league in receiving and rushing. When does that happen? It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, it is
Either
true.
you're a
It's
fucking
true.
running back or you're a wide receiver. He was fucking
Yeah.
both for Eidsvoll, and he was the
Yeah.
he was the MVP of the freaking championship game. He was the MVP of the league. Like, he's number one. It's not biased, Sigurd. It's not biased. He was number
okay.
one.
Okay, good. Now no one will ever say that we're biased. Good.
Number two. Who you got? Give me one name, and I'm gonna give you one name, and we're gonna talk.
Eddie.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
Eddie.
I was gonna go Eddie too. Eddie dos Santos.
You agree?
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
regardless of what you were gonna say, I was eyeing Eddie dos Santos here because he. I mean, if Turetic did not lead the fucking league in stats like he did, Eddie dos Santos would be a top candidate for being number one because the way he led the league in just every week, he was just such a dominant force on the D line. It didn't matter who the Trolls was facing. Eddie dos Santos, he took a handoff between a fucking running back and the quarterback, and he took it to the end zone. Like,
I'll say it right now. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, he's number two. Like, is no doubt in my mind. He's the top standout. If we were just going off athletic skills, he would be number one because I never seen anyone I ain't seen anybody like that.
Yeah, I say it. I think Eddie. We don't deserve Eddie in this league. I'll say it. I don't think though, but I'm just saying. Dude should be playing out in Europe right now.
Yeah,
or something else.
He had interest. I'm going to talk for Eddie here. He had interest.
Sure.
He had interest in Europe, and but right after the season ended, he had his first child, if I'm not mistaken.
I know that. Yeah.
So obviously he's not going to go and play Europe ball when he had a baby. So he's
understandable.
He's
100% understandable.
He's making the right decision, staying in Norway for now. But moving here, I remember Eddie. He was playing wide receiver, and
I remember that too.
and he was a
big lanky guy, bro.
He was a threat there
Dude,
too. And
he was.
Just he just looks like another athlete playing D end. That's for sure. Like a different athlete. All right, number 3.
Yeah.
Who you got, bro?
Ooh. Who do you got, man? Give me a name.
Michael Hall.
It's a solid name. It's a solid name.
Yeah.
It really is.
Led the league in.
I'm just trying to think about. I'm just trying to think about whoever is like more had a bigger impact. I'm just trying to think.
He led the league.
I don't want to.
He wasn't MVP because who else than Turetic? And I feel like Michael Hall is just he's just a good player, man. He's just a top 5 player, top 3 player in Norway right now. I feel like he fits well at the number 3 spot. I'm eyeing the names, and I have a few other candidates. You want to hear the other candidates?
I want to see the names. That's the thing. I want to see the names. I can see the names because I have it. I have it in my phone.
I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
Bro, let me send you.
Okay, you bring up some.
Bro, let me.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I have it.
You
I have it.
All the names. Let me send you a screenshot right now.
Yeah. Okay, you want Michael, right?
Yeah, but my other name is Atle Holland.
Let me say my name. Okay, I was about to say Atle.
Yeah. I would put it Atle at 4. Just impact wise.
It's those two. It's those two at 3 and 4. The question is where are they?
Yeah, right.
You
It's
know what I
those
mean?
two at 3 and 4. Yeah, Atle
Yeah.
and Michael. We could argue Raimo Miric in here too, but I felt like
I
he,
think Raymond was a lot injured this year,
yeah, yeah, I
but
felt
he's
like he was
a
a little.
great football player. But he was just
And
unfortunate a
another
lot this
name,
year.
actually, Elias Evne could also be. I feel like he could be a top five player too. Um,
Yeah, but right now focus on 3 and 4. It's definitely between Outlet and Michael. Like right now, it's between those two guys because of the impact they both had. Outlet was, dude, having the 1-2 with Eddie and Outlet is
yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah.
They had a
Atle
really
was
good defense right there.
Atle was the interception leader of the season, I believe. We should have the stats up actually.
Yeah.
We should definitely. I'm gonna go and look at hook up the stats right now. But yeah, I think Michael Hall, like he passed 1,483 yards, 14 passing touchdowns, and if we go on rushing, I'm pretty sure he's mentioned. Yeah, number 4 at rushing, 284 yards and 8 rushing touchdowns. 14 passing and 8 rushing. Enough said. I think Michael Hall. This could be biased. This one could be biased, but I think Michael Hall deserves. He led the league in rushing touchdowns. He has 8. Nobody comes even close. Only one close is Twitter
You
with 5
said Thor led the league.
in
God damn
in
it.
yards. Yeah,
Oh
not
no,
touchdowns.
rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Nah, my bad.
So he has number.
Okay. All right.
Michael has 8 and he has 14 passing. He led the league in both rushing touchdowns and passing touchdowns. I think Michael deserves number 3 spot here.
All right. Holy God. I just saw the statistics for Eddie sacks. He got nine sacks.
Yeah, and that I think
Sorry.
that's excluding a game too. I think that's one game he could not do do stats.
Jesus Christ, man.
What do you?
Atlas got 3 interceptions. He's got 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah, yeah. He led the league in
And
tackles.
he's got 2 pass breakups and 55 total tackles. That's a crazy stat line.
Yeah. Eddie 9 sacks. Yeah, Eddie.
And 6 fucking games.
Yeah, it is crazy.
But yeah. Man, this is a hard one. But
You can't
I'll
deny
go
the
with you.
touchdowns. Though.
I'll
You
go
can't
with
deny
you.
the
No, I
touchdowns.
know. I can't deny that. I can't deny that.
8 rushing touchdowns. I was not expected to see 8 rushing touchdowns for sure. I was not expecting to see that, and I feel like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go with that. We'll go with Michael at 3. I agree with you, but then automatically we're putting Outlets 4.
Yeah, he is number 4.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm putting him at 4.
Yeah. And the number 5 is it's a big choice right there. I'm eyeing my guy right here, but it just feels biased that I still would have 3 guys in the top 5, but I'm eyeing Elias for top 5.
Elias. Oh, I have another guy for top 5.
Okay.
Alan.
I would, no hate to Allen, I would take Elias over Allen. I would.
Yeah, but
you would have to win me over here because I don't see
So,
those two comparing
okay.
in like crucial.
Okay, so
I don't see it.
Why I want to win you over because I already got 2 guys in the list, and
I know, but we have to respect the best players.
Came into they're in the championship game, man. They're a good team. Adeline was like their number 1 threat on offense, except Ryan Bulgair, which I would kind of put Ryan could be in that spot too, actually, because he was really good.
Yeah, but Ryan only has 3 games. Ryan only has or less than that, maybe.
Well, he has 4 games, and he on those 4 games he rushed 261 yards. Yeah, man. You would put Elias Anna. I don't know. I think Elias deserves a top 10 spot. I think that's a little bit high for him. I think that's a little bit high for him. He's a really good linebacker. He's a really good running back. He did everything that was needed of him.
That's the thing. That's the thing. He did everything he was told to do, and
I
he
just feel like
made it better.
Bro, Anlin he played one game less than Turerik, right? Guess how many, and guess how many yards he was less than Turerik.
You gotta look into the. Okay, I'm becoming a dick right now. I'm listening. Okay,
listen.
Okay.
He had
I'm listening.
He had 19 catches for 500, more than 500 yards. That's an average.
That's crazy.
That's average of almost 30 yards. It's 27.4 per catch.
True,
bro.
But can I say this? What is he catching? What is he catching? What route is he running?
Slants and deep, slants and goals.
He's running a fade, bro. Yeah, he's running a fade.
Slants and fades, man. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can't stop it. It doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't matter if you can't stop it. And the only game I really got stopped was in the championship game against you guys. Like that's the only game, and he didn't really get stopped then either because he had like 2 touchdowns or something like that. 1 touchdown.
Okay, well I'll say this in the top 10 list, it would be every aspect.
The only reason why
in your reasoning for Allen is one, like, and that's the amount of yards he gets because of the one job that he does.
The value that he does on the field when he catches the ball.
And in value,
touchdown.
And in value, Elias beats Al. No. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, bro. Because he's gotten so many crucial first downs as a running back, and then he's gone on defense, forced fumbles. He's making crucial tackles.
I know.
Like, I'm very.
Mike, Seeger, we need to not make people think we are super biased here. Come on. Let's put a fucking Christensen guy on the list. Let's do it. Let's be done with it, and then. I'm very happy with
I don't think that's fair. After that.
I think Anlin fucking deserves to be a top 5 guy. That's all I'm saying. He deserves to be a top 5 guy.
Okay. I know that you like him. It's okay.
Yeah, he's the best wide receiver in the league.
He's not though. Arne is, but yes, Arne is number 2. Yes, 100%.
We're not biased at all.
No one will ever disagree. No one will ever disagree that anyone in Norway is better than Arne. No one will ever disagree that anyone is better than Arne. If anyone does, bet. What did that running back say? The Ravens running back about Lamar Jackson in that interview? Come see me in the back. What did he say? Something like that. But that's my stance on Arne. You don't fuck with that man, bro. But yeah, 100%. Okay.
Arne is really good, and
Arne is GOAT, Hall of Famer for sure.
Actually, we jumped the segment. We jumped the favorite moments. We're gonna do that after this, and then Elias as number 6.
Yeah.
Bro, we gotta include other teams, Seeger. Come on.
I know that, but it is a top 10. It's a top 10 stat sheet for a reason.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Every aspect.
Alin is one of the best players that I think I know. Oh, he caught less than 20 catches in the season. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, but the ones he caught was explosive. It was almost 30 yards per catch. So
true.
I feel like it's more like if he had Jabari all the season, his stats would be fucking exploding, and it would be no doubt he would be number 2 on this list. So you got to put it in the consideration that they play with the backup quarterback in Ramameter too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so we're on number 7 now because we put Elias at 6.
Yeah. Any suggestions for number 7, Sigurd? I mean, I got a few, because now we're kind of past the top guy. No, I'm not gonna say past the top guys, but we're kind of
no. Top 10 is top 10. Yeah. We're going into top.
We're kind of getting into the area
top 20
where
as well, right?
We're kind of getting into the area where it's more names available, if you know what I mean. Like, For the
Yeah.
last four names, I would like to have like Magnar Hansen from the Glads, Ramo Myhrer from the Glads, like they both, like David Beal from the Glads, he could easily be there. From Eidsvoll, I think Magnus Moe, Rich Queen, could also be in the top 10 there.
Yeah.
Sigurd, I'm not gonna include you there because you didn't play that much at
No.
all. And then from the
Yeah.
trolls, I think Sigurd Nordby could be in the conversation here, and also Sondre Lunde and Jakob Riebert could also, and Adrian Gobel could also be in the conversation here, and from Lillestrøm, Jaden White Frayne can be in the conversation, and Emil Knutsson maybe too. So we're getting in the
Yeah.
conversation right now where it's more, definitely more names could take these spots. Number seven.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel, I'm feeling another Glads guy here. Okay, and it's one of these three that I'm feeling the most. It's Magnar Hansen, it's Raima Myhrer, and it's Ryan Bulger, the running back. I don't know what you
Yeah.
feel about that, but I'm really feeling a Glads guy here. I feel like Raimund really deserved the spot too. He took over as a backup, but we know that he's a really really good football player, and he was kind of forced to play a quarterback where when he could have balled out as a running back or a linebacker, because he's a
Yeah.
we know Raimund, he's a really good player, so I feel like he deserves a spot here a little bit.
Yeah. He's definitely Raymond is Raymond with what he's been put at a task
Mm-hmm.
is to be an everything man for the Glads, and he has done that successfully for the last 2 years, and he definitely deserves a top 10 spot. In my opinion, Raymond is the number one guy in Glads, looking away from all their imports,
Yeah,
and from like homegrown, definitely Allen, but out of that, I think Raymond should be. Yeah, I think Raymond should be number seven.
yeah. Just
Yeah,
maybe the stats don't
yeah, I
truly
agree.
reflect this decision, but we just know that Raymond could he could be, if he wasn't forced to play quarterback this year, he would have balled out on a linebacker. He would have balled out on a slot
Yeah,
receiver. He would have balled out on the running back because he's that what do you call it, that jack
but it's
or
like
something like that.
also, it's like also, yeah, I know, but it's also like this is the top 10 for this year, so it's like, and like you could say like shit, you could say about me, oh, I could have if I wasn't injured. You know what I mean? Like we have to get
Okay,
the best stats when we
yeah,
look at it like that.
yeah. Well,
Like I keep forgetting that.
yeah, Magnar Hansen, their linebacker, is a really really good linebacker, man. He's a really
Yeah.
good. He had a
Let's look at the stats for Magner and
he scored against you guys. He had that fumble recovery, picked it up. That was maybe not a fumble. Maybe
yeah, that
it
one.
was maybe not a fumble,
Yeah,
but it was called a
I
fumble.
remember that.
So he picked it up and he scored on it. Um, he's a good. He had also had an interception. Um,
Yeah.
a couple of interceptions this year, and I feel like Magna is a really good linebacker. And of course Ryan, the running back, he balled out when he came. He would just I still remember that highlight he got against you guys in Asshole where he was just tossing guys off him left and right. Just everybody just went too high. You got to tackle that guy low.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what are you thinking
Yeah.
from Warring
Sorry.
Trolls. I feel like Adrian Gobel really
I
deserves.
I want to put I want to put I want to put thing is I want to put Sigurd and Wilhelm somewhere, but they're not this high up on the list.
Mm, they're not really top 10, right?
No.
Not really.
Not that they're bad. It's definitely not that. Sigurd had a great year, really good year. Maybe Sigurd should be in the top 10 actually. Maybe.
Sigurd had a good
But
year.
he had a really good year.
Yeah.
Um I don't know. God damn it.
I really, really want to have I really want to save that number 10 spot for an offensive lineman, or even higher, maybe 8 or 9, even 2, because they're so underrated, and we can't really read the stats on how good they are. But I feel like Magnus Mo from Eidsvoll, Rich Queen from Eidsvoll, David Beal from Kristiansand, Jan Henrik Bogen for Kristiansand. I feel like one of those 4 guys needs to be on the top 10, either 10, 9, or 8. So I don't know
Yeah.
who is the best one of those 4. Do you think? And
Magnar Hansen and
no, I think David Beal, Jan Henrik Bogen, Rich Queen, and Magnus Mo. Um,
yeah, like a
that's like
lineman. Yeah,
that's the
I
four that's the 4 best O linemen that I could think about in Norwegian football right now. And who's the
I
best
think I
one?
would go with Rich. I
Rich?
think I would go with Rich, but
Not David, huh?
I just because I see it's because I see Rich every day, or like not every day, sorry, but I see him at
Yeah.
practice. I see how dominant he is. I could definitely say the same about David, but I don't see him
David
that
is
often,
he's
and it's only
aggressive,
6
man.
games.
David is aggressive, man.
Yes, a
He's a
great
really,
player.
really, really good
He's a
linebacker,
great player. I
lineman.
think I think we would need to bring someone in here, or like an outsider voice, an O
Mm.
lineman or D lineman, to let us know here who's like more dominant, because they meet those guys, and they can definitely feel who's more dominant.
Bro, this is tough, man.
Uh,
Number 7. Who do we put
it is
there, man?
it is tough. It is tough. It's a tough spot, man.
Yeah, it's
So many more names.
so many. It's a really tough spot. I kind of feeling that Adrian Goebel needs that respect too. I feel like he went undercover all
Okay,
the
you know what?
season.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something right here. Okay, David Beal, number 7, and then we got. I don't want to do David Beal at number 7. I want to do Rich at number 8. I want to do Adrian Goebel at 9, and I want to do Willem at 10. No, Sigurd. I mean at 10. That's what I want. What do you feel about that? All 4, right there. What do you feel?
Well, I feel like there are some.
Because 7 and 8
I feel like there are some names
is.
that should be on top 10 that's not there then.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
I feel like fucking Jakob Riebert was the best DB of the league. I feel like Jaden, like Frame, he could be easily in the top 10 too.
I know.
He was a tackling machine for the Starfighters. He was their truly number 1 highlight. Like he was
I
so
know.
I don't know what I feel about that. I mean I like the names you said.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm missing a lot of these guys. I'm just damn it, man. This is tough. Why did we do this? Why did we fucking decide to do this, Sigurd? This is tough. Number 7. Who did you have? You had David Beal there? All right.
Yeah.
You want to go O-line at number 7 now?
I want to do Rich. I want to do O-line, yeah. I want to do Rich, but I know that I'm biased there. And I have you to correct me there. So
Rich is good.
I'm not saying that Rich is very good.
Well, I've been
So is
okay.
David
So
Beal, and I think they're both the same.
I've been watching.
I think they're.
I feel like Rich is good. He's taking command. He's a really good center for you guys. But I think like David does more, like when you're facing an end, if you know what I mean, because he played tackle. It just in NFL too, like tackles get paid more than centers, if you know what I mean. Like their value is higher.
Yeah.
And David played a little bit. He played everywhere this year. I think he played a little bit at guard, and I think he played a little bit at center too. So I feel like he's a little bit more well-rounded guy. And Rich played a little bit D-line too, right? I think.
Yeah, Rich played D-line.
Yeah. So that's a tough one.
He did good.
You know what? I'm gonna put number 9. I'm gonna jump to number 9. I'm gonna put David Beal. All right, because I kind of agree.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
We're on 7.
Yeah, no, but I feel like that's too high for an O-line, man. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
I'm sorry, O-line, man.
I don't.
Bro, I feel
I
like
don't, man.
no. I feel like
They're unseen heroes of the football field. That's why we don't see it. But their work is heavy, man.
you won't do that.
Their
Okay,
work is heavy. I okay, all right, Willis. Fuck it,
okay.
yeah. I want to do that. Put him at 7. David Beal at 7, and then Rich at 8. Because I think those guys are equal. And if we like go decide David, then we cannot not have Rich at 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it's a fight between those two guys, and we're saying that they're equal, or pretty much equal, or I'm saying so. But I
I
say that
feel like
David is
they
over
both bring
top.
a really good quality. They bring quality.
Yeah,
Value is what I'm trying to look for. They both bring really good value to their teams. Rich in both bring really good leadership
yeah,
and like they can move around on the O line and D line. So yeah, uh,
yeah.
7 and 8,
Okay,
David
7 and
and
8,
Rich.
David and Rich. Yeah.
9 and 10 now,
Okay, for nine I don't know, but for 10 I'm feeling Sigurd would be at 10, just
bro.
because he was the
So you want to put
the
yeah,
what?
yeah, okay. He was the guy for the
Yeah, I
Trolls.
just yeah, 100% he was.
Mm-hmm.
He was their most consistent receiver. He didn't. I honestly don't think he dropped a pass. Like, I have to see that. I don't think he. I don't think he have any drops.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna go to stats
You know
here.
what? I I um I kind of have a soft spot for Sigurd too, because he's such a nice guy, and also he
Yeah,
came back. He ended his last season was my last season, like 2018, and when he
yeah,
came back, I was like kind of given some motivation that maybe I could come back too, but I'm not gonna. But just to see a guy that
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to play with, and he can still play. He was definitely the number one wide receiver.
Exactly.
Like I feel like what we can
Yeah, he has
say.
a
I feel like what we can say about Sigurd is
in.
that consistency is the key for him. Like
Yeah,
he was just
yeah. He
consistent.
has 20. Yeah, 100%. 100%. He has 24 receptions for 302 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it's really good. He's like underneath Allen and Thor,
Mm-hmm.
so
It's the number three
it
wide
makes
receiver
sense.
of the league. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, okay. So you number 10 then, right?
That's number leaves some spot for number 9, and
Yeah, I know. I know. That was on purpose.
I kind of want to put Jaden at number 9, bro.
I had a name. I know. I had
I
someone.
want to put Jaden at number 9, bro. He he was
Okay.
such a
All right.
tackling
That's fair.
such a tackling machine, bro. He was
Yeah,
if they do
that's
not
fine.
have Jaden, I cannot even imagine how bad that pass defense would be for the Starfighters.
Yeah.
He was
I agree. I agree.
he was just flying all around, but his run support was just such a fucking big factor for them last year, this season.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Jaden Ozil should be
yeah,
number 9.
I feel like that's
Definitely.
he
Yeah.
was such a good player for them.
Yeah. Like every team has their number 1 guy, and so and he's definitely their
Yeah,
number 1 guy,
and the good part, actually,
or it was.
Lillestrøm got a guy on the top 10 list, so that's not all too
There
bad
you
for a
go.
team that went 0-6, right?
Definitely not.
And
Should we do the top 20 as well?
I was just gonna say it's been a long episode already, so we're gonna tease
Yeah.
this
All right.
little image for next episode, Sigurd.
Yeah, let's do that.
Top 10
Let's
is,
do that, man.
and then we got some honorable
Yeah,
mentions down there too, because I feel like we gotta be kind. We can't leave people out, man. And if you have a
exactly.
name, this is now we're gonna put this task up on you guys. If you guys have a suggestion for number 11 to number 20, come on,
Yeah.
let's hear it. Let's freaking put
Yeah.
those in the comment section. Let's we're gonna actually take those comments in consideration when we're making the top
Yeah.
20 here. So
And also let us know what you think about the top 10 list that we just created. And keep in mind, this was our opinion.
yeah,
This is not a official top 10 list of the best. We are just a group of
it's our official.
individual
It's
or
our
two
official.
guys.
It's our official.
Yeah, it is our official. It is our official.
That's true.
Yeah, last time I made a top 10 list, I sent out to between 5 and 6 guys on each of the teams. I sent out, answer me a top 10 list. Everybody answered me their top 10 list, and I gave everybody points from which number they were. And I put everything in the spreadsheet. More than 40 names were mentioned, and that's how I created the top 10 list before. And then I interviewed a lot of the guys that I also sent in the list, and I asked them about the players that was going to be on the top 10 list, and I put those together with the highlights, and it took about like per video maybe 20 hours to finish.
Damn.
That was all. It was by far the most complex work I ever done. So that's why I'm doing this type of top 10 list now, because I don't have time for spend that much energy and time for every video.
Time.
That was
That's understandable.
time. But if you wonder what I'm talking about, go to my YouTube channel and check out the top 10 I made for, I think it was 2020 season or something like that, 2019 season. They're dope as fuck. I really don't. To this day, those are my favorite videos I ever made, like by far. The videos are super cool with the interviews and the music and the clips and stuff like that. I feel like I nailed it, but I don't have time for that right now. So let's read this top 10. Number 1, Twitter extension, Iceland 14s, Eddie Dos Santos. Number 2, Vålerenga Trolls. Number 3, Michael Hall, 8014s. Number 4, Atle Haaland, Vålerenga Trolls. Number 5, Anne Lien, Kristiansand Glads. Number 6, Elias Aune, 8014s. Number 7, David Beal, Glads. Number 8, Rich Queen, 8014s. Number 9, Jaden White Frayne, Starfighters. Number 10, Sigurd Nordby, the Trolls. And then let us know if we had some top 10 snubs. Wasn't that a name for it? Snubs when you get excluded?
I do know who we're missing, but I know who we're missing, but there's no room for him. And it's Ryan Bulgaris.
Yeah, Ryan Bulgaris for sure. We have so many names that we're missing. Jakob Ribert, like Sondre Jan-Erik Bogen, like Magnar Hansen even could be there.
Yeah.
So
it is what it is,
It is what it is. But give us your top 20. Give us in the comment section right now. Like, go focus up. Give us your top 20 and let us hear them. All right, Sigurd.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna move on now.
Yeah, man.
I think we're done. All right, guys. First off, thank you for listening. It's been a long episode. We had a lot to cover. Sigurd, nice to see you again. Nice to hear your voice. I've been missing you too.
You too, bro. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I'm lonely down here in France, man. We gotta make this more annually.
Buy me a ticket, man. I'll come over.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. And I just want to let the guys who is still a member of our Patreon.
Yeah,
freaking love you guys.
Holy shit, that's crazy. That's wild.
We lost a lot of followers, and we totally understand why, because we haven't posted shit
100%
since June. So we kind of lost around maybe 50%, something like that. But hey, if we're trying to build something back, we're gonna keep this going. So if you wanna jump back on the Patreon train, feel free. Go do that. And thank you guys. Thank you. Help us grow. Share. Hey, this episode is dropping surprisingly for a lot of people. Like, it's not football season in Norway, so people don't care. So when you see this episode, please share it and fucking let's back on track.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And we're gonna have an episode soon. We're gonna finish the top 20 and
top 20,
and we're gonna probably talk about a lot of the things that might happen next year, I guess, or whatever topics show up.
Yep.
Yep. We might
Getting
have
tired.
questions from the pod, I guess. Questions for Instagram. From
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. You good with ending it here, Sigurd?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, guys.
Getting tired.
As always,
Yep.
ball out.
Ball out, man.